point, and let's see into something else I wanted to talk about, which is that Argentina has a natural gas shortage right now, and natural gas is used for heating, and it's been very cold the last couple of months or so. And this has never happened in the previous years. It's only happening now because of Javier Milei basically dismantling the state's ability to acquire and provision gas and subsidize it, etc. So Milei is known for previously having said that he does not want to work with communist countries or governments. And for him, a communist is like anyone. Like for him, Lula is a communist. For him, a communist is basically anyone who's not like a far-right Nazi. And now that his policies have resulted in a horrible gas shortage in Argentina when people desperately need gas to stay warm, it turns out that he actually is happy to do business with the communists. He's actually happy to do business with Lula because he got bailed out by fucking the Brazilian state energy company, which is Petrobras. Brazil rescued Argentina with Petrobras and avoids energy collapse in the country. By the way, I'm pretty sure Argentina has more than enough natural gas to supply itself, but when you have a libertarian in power, that becomes difficult. The Brazilian government helped Argentina this week to unlock the supply of Petrobras natural gas and prevent an energy collapse in the neighboring country. On the 22nd, Argentina hastily hired a ship with 44 million cubic meters of liquefied gas from Petrobras to mitigate a sudden shortage of fuel in the country. And they did this all very quietly, by the way. It wasn't announced or anything, because I guess this embarrasses the fucking Milei government, because the market's supposed to fix it themselves. And then in secret, the fucking guy is using the state to organize to buy gas from a neighboring country, from that neighboring country's state energy company. Can that be any more embarrassing? And all this was done in secret, and it was only revealed a week later. How fucking sad and embarrassing these people are, man. Argentina is going to shit. Argentina is legitimately going to shit. Milei is actually going to ruin the country. It's already started, and it's just going to get progressively worse and worse and worse. Not a single positive thing has happened since he's taken power. Things have only gotten so much more worse than they were before. And it's all because of his action. I mean, at this point, if the result of Javier Milei is that he sells all of Argentina to Lula and Lula buys it and annexes it, that would be a positive outcome. Because my people yearn for freedom. Honestly, my people need to be rescued, and we need to be rescued from the tyranny of the Javier Milei government. We need an urgent military invasion by Brazilian troops to annex Argentina and get rid of this fucking... My people yearn for freedom. Another thing about him that I haven't covered is that he held a fucking, literally, a concert where he sung songs. I'm not even fucking kidding. The president of a country held a private concert for his idiotic, fans where he just sung songs. I'm not kidding you. This is the president of a country. This is the president of a country holding private events where he just poorly sings songs while embarrassing his country in front of the world. Imagine being the kind of person who goes to this. Even if I agreed with him politically, I would ostracize anyone who went to something like this out of my life. That would be the line. You're done. Get out. There's no recovering from that. It's over for you at that point. He also has made 20 international trips since he came to the presidency, and not the only one of them where he was actually an invitee of the receiving country's government was Israel, of course. He keeps going to the US to attend private conferences of random made up think tanks like the Institute for Sexual Progress or something, and receive an award from them and stuff like that no one's ever heard of. He's been to the US 10 times, and not once has he ever actually met with a US government official. And he's spending state money to do this. He's spending state money to basically live out his little fantasy of being a celebrity and going to all these random think tanks and getting gifted an award by them that literally no one has ever heard of in their life. And every time he does it, the taxpayer pays $50,000. It is so fucking embarrassing. This is, of course, a guy who's I'm against state spending. I'm against politicians spending tax dollars. And then in his 6 months in power, 7 months in power, he has spent easily tens of millions of dollars on completely frivolous bullshit. He hires his own family members for government positions. The people who he hires for government positions then hire their own family members. It's exactly what you expect from someone who calls himself a libertarian. They're just the fascists who use this idea of state deregulation as a cover for basically repurposing the state for their own purposes.